Okay, here we are. West Greenus. Welcome to part 4 of building the fair Finney A4. Here's the resin casting. Could almost eat that, couldn't you? Anyway, so I've been building a chassis. Here we go. And I've just been, so what have I got done? Hold on, let me find my pointer. So here's the old pointer. Don't you love it? It's just like sharpened needle. So basically, I just got one of the wheels sitting there. I built all this, I've got all the springs, they're triple laminate. I've got the, what do I call them? Drain cocks on. The springs for the side control and also a bit of suspension. The rear truck, the radial truck, that works okay. I've drilled out holes for Slater's pickups. I never like trying to put those on, but anyway, that's the way it is. What else? I've just been putting on the sand pipes. I don't quite know how these go because these are way too big. Well, that's probably alright. Anyway, oh yeah, I'll put this on. This is the vacuum cylinders for the brake. What I did have to do, because you can get different size, there's 3 different size spacers with this kit. I opted for the middle one. Anyway, when I went to put them in, I found out they didn't quite fit. Anyway, so I've cheated a bit. I've actually shaved a bit off both sides to put them in. I mean, at the end of the day, unless I turn my loco upside down, you're not going to notice. So, anyway, that's one of the things. As it is, I found out this here, I'm going to have to cut that slightly because the motor I've got, the pinion, fouls it. I mean, I haven't got a crystal ball. How was I to know? Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put this on now. I'm going to use my I'm going to use solder paste and my resistance soldering unit. So I've got solder paste on the bottom, that grey stuff. I'll put this in. Got my probe on it. I'm ready to put my foot on the foot switch and moved it too quick. Well, I've got them on. You've got to bend them because they're quite long, so they obviously need teasing into place. I always think when I do that, I think I've obviously put it in the wrong place, otherwise it would fit. And I must admit, I've got a level of frustration with this. It's frustration in my own ability more than anything else. I just do. Sometimes I look at my work and I think, God, someone else would do better than me. Well, probably is. They probably do. But there's probably people who do not as good as me. But anyway, I try. That's all I do. So anyway, I'm getting there. I've got to work out now, do I put all the brakes on, then paint the chassis? I basically want to get it painted, working as an 060, then work on the motion and connecting rods and all the other bit. Anyway, that's it. From Steve here at the Finney Funhouse. Bit more work on the brakes. I've made this up. This is a 2-part lamination cross shafts. They go together very well. These are laminated, And the brake shoes, I've made those up there laminated. But what I've done, oh, just hold on, I'll get my pointer. Okay, so before I solder this down, one thing you've got to do is a lever which goes down into this brake cylinder here. You want to make sure that this is not soldered on yet. You want to make sure it's not twisted around on the other side, because when I solder this on, it means I won't be able to lift it over. So it's just a bit of crystal ball goes in. The other thing is, you see this this plate here. There's a wire goes in there, an 8.8mm wire. Now, one of the problems I've got, and this is not an issue with the kit, but this pinion fouls on that, and I'm not changing the motor just because of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut part of that off. That's all I can really do. So there you go, I've cut part of it off. Wasn't ideal, but when I bought this is an MSC gearbox, motor gearbox. It's a very big pinion, and what can I do? What can I say? Martin Finney suggested using the Portiscap RG7, which probably fitted like a glove, but I wouldn't use an RG7 anyway. Or I don't know about what these 7mm ones were like, but the 4mm ones, I can't believe. I mean, a good motor, but the gearboxes left a lot to be desired. They made a lot of noise and cost a lot. But anyway, that's another story. But that would be fine now. And at the end of the day, it's really not going to matter that much. I mean, when the loco's on the track, oh, I've lost the rivet. That's what I mean. Unless you're that concerned about it, it's no big deal. Well, work continues on these brakes. I'll be honest, I don't like doing brakes because they're fiddly. And anyway, they're just fiddly. I don't care whose kit they are, they're fiddly. Although these are pretty good. It's a good kit. I'm just leave a lot to be desired. So I've got the brake cylinders on. The cross shaft on. I've started putting all these on. I've finally got. Oh, this is all soldered up. I did have to. Not ideal. I had to cut some of this off by virtue of the fact that the pinion wheel on the gear box I've got, this is an MSC one, is that big. It fouls it. Martin designed this for a RG7, which I didn't use, so how was I to know? Anyway, what else can I say? Oh yeah, so I've soldered the operating lever up. I'm just now putting on the brake shoes. Boy, there's not much room between them, I can tell you. Look at that. We'll see how we go. Now obviously one of the problems is that's at the end of its, let's see if I can do it. Because this is, it will actually go down there. Obviously I've got movement. So it'll probably be alright. I'm just going to make sure there's no framing. Anyway, I'll continue on tomorrow because I feel like I've had a bit of a gutful tonight, and tomorrow's a new day. Well, work continues on the Finney A4 chassis. Beginning to sound like an arkwright from Open All Hours. Well, I've got most of the brakes on. Put the brake cylinders on. There was one problem I found. I'm using the middle, there's 3 whips of spacer, and I decided on the middle one. And these didn't, they didn't fit. I had to file flats on there. If I'd used a wider spacer, it wouldn't have been a problem. But anyway, be that as it may, that's what I had to do. At this end here, I had to cut some of this end of this cylinder off. The reason being is the motor I've got, which is an MSC motor, is a whopping great pinion wheel, and it failed that, so I'm not about to go changing motors, so I had to cut that back. Not ideal, but at the end of the day, what pinion wheel? Anyway, so I'm soldering all the cross shafts on. These are pretty nice actually. This is one piece, and there's two halves here, so I soldered them together with my RSU. So there is not much room between, I mean it's so tight. Mind you, having said that, you can bear in mind that these wheels will go down. That's at the end of the bearing, but they'll sit down there, so they'll probably be alright. Anyway, I'm getting there slowly. Yeah, it's enough for one day. I can't wait to get the chassis finished. I want to get all this done, paint it, get it running as an 060, then continue on with the cylinders and whatnot, and all the motion and stuff like that. Happy days, eh? I think this will be the end of this part. Still got to finish the tender. Take this off. So this is what I've done. I've got a basic chassis built. Put all the brakes on. Got the chasss truck built. Got the what do I call them? Drain cocks, sanders. These sanders down here, I had to cobble these together. These are the ones they come with. Rather nice, but I can't fit them. They just don't bend into shape, so it's probably me. So I've decided to build some. And once it's all painted, it's not going to show anyway. Well, that's the theory. Anyway, that's about it. I'm feeling rather dull today. I think I need to hear Malavananian Sivara Subramaniam. Station Master is Wesley. I'm signing off. And next time you see it, this will be painted, and I'll be working on all the gubbins, you know, the valve gear, the cylinders, motion, and all that jazz. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, subscribe, like, whatever. Thank you. This is goodbye from me, Steve, and goodbye from Malavananian Sivara Subramaniam, Station Master. I feel better now. West Green.